everyone, and welcome to Kyle Tries Things. And today I've got two different things I'm looking at. I just went to the Natural History Museum in Los Angeles, and at the gift shop I saw these two different items, and I thought they were kind of neat. The first one I'm going to show you is this guy here. It's not so much to try, it's more just like to help me with the other thing I'm going to try. It's just an identification chart, basically, for some natural gemstones that occur, and I thought maybe this might help me in identifying the gems I'm going to get out of this guy here, or minerals in this case, not sure which. It looks like they also, on the box here, have their own little chart, but I kind of wanted to have some fun and see if I can compare it to something on here. So if we're lucky, we might get something on here, otherwise we're just going to have to go by what they have on the box here. So let's take a look at what we got, first of all. Let me take this out. We'll refer to that later if we need it. So this guy here is a little tiny box, fits in the palm of your hand, pretty small. The idea here is that they've encased in a block, as you guys can see on the cover there. It looks like two different minerals or gems that you're supposed to unearth and, in a sense, be your own little kind of geologist in a way. It's made by a company called GeoCentral, and it's called an excavation kit. So it looks like it is for ages 6 and up because they're afraid that kids are going to eat rocks. And as it clearly shows on the side here, you will get 2 rocks in each block. So we'll see what we get. Retailed for $6.99 at the gift shop. I imagine you can probably buy it cheaper. This is kind of an impulse purchase. I'll let that focus. There we go. So you can see a couple of the different gem types there. It's not all of them because the top has different ones. Rotate that. Something fell over. So, yeah. Come on, focus. You can do it, camera. Don't get all ADD on me. You can do it. You can do it. Focus. This is derailing me. Okay. Let's see if maybe it'll play nice in a little bit here, maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and open this up. And I think it's, yeah, in here. Here we go. Okay, so they provided you with your own tools, which is nice. I kind of assume so, because on the cover of the box they show the little sticks that you're using. They are obviously cheap little cedar wood pieces here, and one of them's got a little bit of a brush. I'm not sure if you'll actually even need the brush at this point, but we'll find out. So let's put that off to the side. What else we got? A magnifying glass, just in case you have a hard time seeing the, I'm assuming, very small minerals and rocks they're going to give you. Let's empty the rest of this out. So here's our block. We'll unwrap that in a second. What does it say on here? It says GeoCentral, the same company. Okay. And then it looks like an identification chart here, a guide booklet. It's okay, so it just looks like it has some facts and figures on each different type of mineral here. So nothing too unusual here. Looks like pumice actually is a possible mineral we're going to get in here, and that's disappointing because I get the feeling that I'm going to get pumice because it's so commercially available. So I'm going to go ahead and toss that off to the side. Let's unwrap this baby. It'd be nicer if I had fingernails or a knife or anything. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look here. Just for the occasion, I have my key knife. Let's see if I can just slide it in there. There we go. Alright, I can already see the comments. Guy struggles opening plastic case, or plastic wrap. Yes, I'm struggling. Yeah. They really vacuum sealed this. Okay, there we go. Alright, so texture-wise, this feels like kind of... Oh, that's chalky. Yeah, it feels like kind of a dried chalk, like a clay or something like that. They or plaster even. It's very kind of... It's crumbly already, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into this here and let's free up our tools. Which side is it open from? Not very helpful. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I've got a little chisel here, and it's kind of hard to see. There we go. And then I've got a little brush, and as I suspected, the brush is kind of, it's disappointing. So we're gonna go ahead and use this guy here. If it doesn't work out after a little while, I may have to break out like a screwdriver or something. But just doing a little bit of a test there. It looks like it comes out pretty easily. It's kind of weird texture. It's one of the things I don't like to touch is actually chalk. So this is kind of a weird experience for me, but so far I'm doing okay because I'm not touching it with my fingertips, just the pads of my fingers. Obviously, I've set down a little bit of paper here to catch up on, or catch all the dirt that's going to come out of this. So we'll see how long this takes. Right now, we're at about 4 minutes or so, 4:30 maybe. It's slow going. Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right, so you really got to jam it in there. Bring this out to the light. In future videos, I'll make sure that you guys can see everything a little bit clearer, because I'm left-handed, so maybe I'll try to do this right-handed. Maybe that'll help out. Not with my dexterity, of course, so you guys get to laugh at my abilities here, but it'll help out with you being able to see what's coming out of here. I think the best I can hope for is like something like amethyst or maybe some sort of amber type stuff, but we'll see. I'm not a geologist. I'm studying to be an archaeologist, but I saw this and I felt like this was going to be a fun little investment. So for $6, it's not too bad so far. We'll talk about the mess later. This is messy. Yeah, but what'd you expect, right? You're literally digging through dirt. Good news is, because this is just a really cheap cedar a little bit here, it's not going to damage the minerals, because it's just the hardness level is just not even on the same playing field. But bad news is this thing is going to wear out pretty fast. Okay, so it looks like I got something on the corner here already. Let's see if I can turn it to show you guys. There seems to be something right there. I'm going to see if I can dig that out. I may have to step out for a second and may have to step out and put some water on it or something like that so you guys can see the colors. Okay, so I'm getting close to, I think, freeing it. Maybe. It's actually a much bigger piece than I thought it'd be. Can only imagine the factory in which they build this in. They literally just like stick rocks in. They have some guy whose job is to pick out shiny rocks and then stick them in here, and then stick them in like a liquid mold. Nothing. Still not there. Yeah, I think next time I'd do better to change where my lighting's at, but I have to work with this for now. Also doesn't help that my hands are huge and in the way. Yeah, I can't win with this. I'm looking at the screen here. Yeah. Actually, a big piece. I'm surprised. It's jutting out there, but love it if you'd focus on this. Come on, focus. You can do it, camera. I believe in you. Maybe if I cover it up, cover up the camera, I'll force it to refocus. This autofocus thing is not working. Come on. I know you want to. Look at the rock. Do it, camera. No? Okay, well, let me see if I can work with the settings here real quick. Live editing. Oh no. I may not be so lucky. Video output, new, input. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, but I gotta get to that menu. Okay, so autofocus. Let's turn that. Let's see if I can turn that off. See if that helps at all. Does not appear to be helping. Let's change the distance here. Okay, so I can manually control it. And you guys can see that pretty clearly though, right? Looks like it's kind of white, but again, it's pretty covered up in just dirt, so try again. Again, first time doing this, so bear with me. It'll get smoother if I do more of these. Yeah, so I don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out soon. Let's go ahead and stick this back down here. Let me adjust the focus. Okay, so maybe that'll keep things looking pretty nice for now. Doesn't help that my fingers are in the way, though. I just kind of want to pry it, you know, like crowbar it out. No. Maybe. No. This is... I'm having fun, though. I mean, can't argue with that point yet. It's like digging for treasure. Wish that you could find gold in here, but I know that you can't. It'd be cool if they put like some copper nuggets in there, like in a few random ones of these. Something to make people see dollar signs when they buy these. Like, maybe I can find something cool. I've seen similar things where they sell like a bag of pyrite or something like that, and it'll say like, you know, 1 in 10 of these bags has a gold nugget. And so people will buy the bags hoping that they'll find the gold nugget. I'll have to look that up and see if I can post, you know, edit in some an image of that product I'm talking about. It's like a little hemp bag, like a little burlap bag, and it says like there's a gold nugget inside. I remember seeing those at Target. This is kind of the same idea, but it's a lot more work. Oh man, it's wearing out my little chisel here. It's already getting blunted at the end there. It's not looking good. It's a big piece. Still no sign of the second one though. I get the feeling the second one's going to be a lot smaller as a result. Alright, maybe I need to shave off a bit of the top here. Free it that way. So maybe my fingers can do it now. No. And I don't want to cheat by just breaking up the block, but I see the second mineral. Looks like we've got something showing up right there. So we've already located, it looks like both of them, unless that's connected to it. That'd be interesting. Don't think so, though. I think that one's separate. Yeah, it's like kind of got like a milky white substance in a kind of grayish crystal. I don't know what that is. And it's not sodalite. What is this? Oh, cracked the block in half. Okay. Well. Oh, okay, so actually on this block here you can already see I've got something here. Pretty flat edges. I wonder what that could be. And then this guy is now free. Alright, let's go ahead and clear off a little bit more of the dirt on it. Nope, still a lot on there. Struggling to see where I'm showing everything here. I want to make sure that I'm not hiding from the camera. Okay. There we go. Got another bit off there. Oh, it's a very smooth stone. This one is remarkably smooth, actually. I wonder if they pre-polish them before they put them in. I get the feeling they do. That takes part of the fun out of it. Okay, this could just be like a quartz or something. I don't know, maybe there's a geologist out there who knows their rocks better than I do. Oh, that's right, I gotta manually change the focus here now. because autofocus is not being helpful. Okay, so let's change it up, bring it closer, and, oh, too far? Okay, maybe right there. So you guys can see it's got like a little bit of a black characteristic right on the tip here. We'll rotate it a little bit, show you every side. Yeah, this one doesn't strike me as anything too interesting. It reminds me a lot of those rocks that they had at the same gift shop, where it's like they have a little bin and it's just full of all these little polished stones, and you get a little bag and you fill it up and they charge you like $4. It reminds me of one of those kind of rocks, because it's not anything unique or interesting, but that's why we still have the second bit. Now I think this one I can probably just discard, but I'll take a look at that one later. Probably because I don't think there's more than 2 pieces in here. I think they're very careful to make sure it's only two rocks per block. So we're gonna go ahead and free up this other one here, which is already a good portion of the way out. So maybe can I hammer this in? Maybe. Do I have anything to hammer with? No. Well, I have a battery. Maybe I can use that. That sounds like a bad idea. That sounds like a terrible idea. What am I thinking? All right, go ahead and zoom in again here. Get the focus right. Okay. No. Okay. Bad idea. Let's not do that. Here. This one's also pretty big, though. But it's definitely a very, very different type of mineral. So we're going to go ahead and see if I can free it. Let my people go. Preferably before my little chisel here stops working. Yeah, this one's clear. It's white. It might be like a calcite, or it's not fluorite. Could just be crystal quartz, but it's a little bit more angular than that, I think. Getting there. Maybe I can just rip it out. Ah, yeah. Oh, look at that. Wow. That is beautiful. I like this one. Alright, this made it much more worth it. Let me bring it up close here so you guys can see the features. Is that close enough? Too close? Okay, there we go. That'll work. Alright, so obviously it's kind of like a milky white color right now, but that's mostly because I think the dust. It's supposed to be clear. I imagine if I were to wash it off, it'd be clear. I'll probably cut to that in a second. But very, very prism-like, very angular piece. And again, that could be because they cut it that way, or it could be that it's actually formed that way. Now, I get the feeling it's the latter of the two, because it has all these kind of like little ridges and bumps all over it. Maybe if I hold it up closer, you can see what I'm talking about. But it feels like I could flake off pieces of it, kind of like a gypsum. So we'll see, or like a mica rather. It doesn't feel brittle or anything like that, so I imagine it's fairly tough. Let me get off some of this other stuff here. Brush. We haven't used your brush. Come on. Time for you to do your job. Yeah, stay in the center of the camera here, Kyle. Yeah, as I was afraid, this brush is totally ineffective. Hold that up there a little bit. It's just, this brush really sucks. It's terrible. It's a nice piece, though. I like this one, and I like that you can see through it. It's probably pretty hard for you guys to see because the lighting on your end doesn't allow you to see through it. But maybe if I pass my hand under it, let's try this. I don't know how I'm gonna make this work, but maybe you can see a color change a little bit. Yeah, right on the edge there, right on this edge, you can see my hand pass through it. It's kind of cool, or underneath it rather. So it's pretty actually translucent. I can actually see through on the major side, this here, I can see clear through it, and I imagine it'll get better once I wash it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here for a minute, and then I'm going to wash off both minerals that I have here, and we're going to take a look at them and then compare them to the chart that I brought with me, and then the one that came with the box, and see if maybe we got lucky and got something neat. So I'm going to cut it right here. Okay, so I'm back, and let's see. I managed to wash them off, and I have, let's see if I can hold it up here for you guys a little bit. Shoot, I just spent all that time refocusing. I'm going to have to do it again. Okay, and I think, did I lose it? Okay, no, we're good. Alright, so I just need to hold it up, and then move the slider. Yeah. Okay, so this one doesn't look actually all that much different. Again, you can kind of see I got a little bit of a light issue because the screen's putting off blue light for whatever reason. Not getting the blue screen of death, don't worry about that. So, taking a look here, it's still pretty much the same. A little bit more clear on, you know, some areas, and you can see definitely there's like a black spot on it. It's just kind of like a little hodgepodge of stuff, so we'll take a look at maybe what that might be. Now, as for the other one, this one I think came out a little bit better. It's still pretty opaque, you know, on the camera. Again, better, I think, person when you're looking at it. Sorry, I think I missed a spot when I was trying to clean it off. But I also noticed that this caught on the wood chisel a little bit, and there's some wood bits that got stuck on the surface of it, so I had to yank those out. So again, it's still pretty much the same. A little bit more clear, though. You can see clearly. Oh, maybe not. Of course, it won't work when I want it to. Can see my hand moving underneath it, maybe somewhere. Here, maybe? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so you can see that it is transparent to a good degree. So we're going to go ahead and take a look now at the little booklet and see if maybe that can help us here. Actually, let's see if it's on our chart here first. Okay, so let me hold it up backwards so you guys can read it. So I don't think, because I spent a minute here looking at this chart here, I don't think any of these guys are what we've pulled out here today. So I don't think this can help us. We're going to go ahead and move that out of the way, and we're going to refer to the little booklet they gave us. Let's see. I never got to use the magnifying glass. Let me pull this out real quick. It's like probably the dumbest use I could make of it, but I really didn't find any point to it, so let's hold it up here, see if maybe this helps at all. So I've got a bunch of stuff here. Adventure new. Let's see if maybe any of these. You guys tell me when it could be any of these, really. Or which one you think it is, rather. Yeah, fluoride, new. Oh, other hand. Everything's reversed. Okay. It's not pumice, which is good. I did not get my worst fear realized. Let's see. I'm thinking about currently this stone here. So that's why I'm going through these kind of slowly. The other one I think is pretty obvious. Okay, so we did not actually get sodalite. That did not happen, which is a shame because the reference case I have did not have a very good sample of sodalite. We did not get quartz. Not. It might be. Wait, is that tourmaline? Maybe. I don't know. Let me look at this in person. I'm looking at the screen. It's possible. Let me use the magnifying glass here and pretend I know what I'm doing and say, aha, yes. Yes, very much so. Hello everyone, this is Kyle here, the guy that you've been watching in a little video there, and I just wanted to interrupt this broadcast, I guess, whoa, my light just went off, or down. Okay, so I just wanted to correct the record because I was about to go on to crazy territory in the video there, and just quickly identify these two minerals. This one here, see if I can hold this up. I spent a good deal of time trying to figure out what it was in the video, and I was wrong every step of the way. Come on, there we go, it's a little better. This guy here is an agate, to the best of my knowledge. I could be wrong, but at least since that video recorded about a month ago, I've been spending a little bit more time in learning how to actually identify different minerals. So this guy is an agate, as far as I know. Could be wrong. Correct me in the comments below if you like. And this guy here, I did a couple tests with it. Namely, I did the taste test for it to decide whether or not it's calcite or halite. And it doesn't taste like salt, so it's not salt, which is halite. So I therefore am going to name this guy calcite, or at least identify it as calcite. Let's put it in the center of the screen, huh? It cleaned up actually pretty well when everything was said and done, so it's a nice little piece. I guess final thoughts on that little kit. It was expensive for what it was. I forget exactly how much. I'll put it in a little box right there. But it was expensive for what it was, and I probably wouldn't buy it again. But it's one of those things where it's an impulse buy, and that's how it got me. It's something where it's like you're thinking, "Ooh, I could find something really cool in there, like some amethyst or something," which in and of itself is kind of special. So it's an emotional buy, not so much a this is actually a smart purchase buy or like it's definitely for kids too. The little tools and stuff like that, they're not meant for much more than one use, I imagine. In fact, I threw them all away when I was done. Basically, you're paying X amount, however much that much is, for these two little stones here. And I kind of reflected on that when I was finishing up on the recording there. At that same gift shop, they had a table that was full of these kinds of polished stones. And I don't think they're all agates. They're probably just a lot of different, type of common rocks and things that they just polished up to a high degree to make them look cool. But you're paying, a lot for these two pieces. So probably not worth it in the long run. So if you guys thought that was kind of interesting, stay tuned because there is going to be a whole bunch of geodes coming my way. I actually ordered a bunch of kits for them, and I wanted to kind of just do like a quality test on them to see how that goes. And I'm also going to be going out into the field within the next couple months, probably by the time I run out of the geodes that I've ordered, to go and collect my own. So hopefully we'll get some cool stuff out of that, and this will start like a new fun side project for me. Because again, I'm studying archaeology. Geology is kind of like a side thing for me at the moment, but it's a cool hobby. It's fun. So don't go anywhere. Geology. We're gonna keep you around. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I ramble on a lot, so I'm probably gonna be doing a little cuts here and there. But have a good day. Go have an adventure.
He's like, no one's gonna use my set because this is an amazing movie. It's gonna be one of a kind. And so what did he do? No, I'm just kidding. He flat. But he buried.
We get there and we're wandering around trying to find out where the donkeys are gonna be. When suddenly one of the chickens starts going crazy and running away. And then suddenly a schnauzer appears.